This is going to be a comparison between two high-quality 18-inch high-velocity fans, one of which is brand new, and one of which is from the 1970s. These are both very powerful fans. They're both built very well, but they also have some pretty major differences. So I'll be showing those similarities and differences in this video. As you can see, they both have grounded cords. This is the Hv-18, this is the Air King 9218. They both have very nice cords. As you can see, they're both long. This one, like I said, they're both 18-inch. These are still in production. And of course, here we have the Lakewood Hv-18, which is no longer in production, unfortunately. Again, both fans are very sturdy and powerful. Here's a side view. The Lakewood appears to be a little bit deeper than the Air King. And of course, we have our control. It's at the bottom on the Lakewood, right there. This is a 3-speed fan. And we have our controls on this motor cover back here on the Air King. As far as the blade pitch is concerned, this is pretty steep, and so is the one on the Lakewood. I'll go over the motors more in just a minute, but you can see the stator is pretty deep on this Westinghouse motor on the Lakewood Hv-18, and the stator is also pretty deep on the Air King 9218. Now here is where we started to run into some differences. The 1970s Lakewood Hv-18 has a 5 amp shaded pull motor, which is nice and clean inside because I just took it apart and vacuumed it out and oiled it. It does have oil ports, it has sleeve bearings, and it is a very big motor. This could handle a much bigger blade than an 18-inch. This could probably handle a 20-inch or even a 24-inch blade without breaking a sweat. So there's that. Being that it's a shaded pull motor, of course it does get pretty hot, but nothing excessive. And again, there's our speed control. Starts on high. Handle, which is nice and sturdy. This whole fan is extremely sturdily built, so that's good. And this is a 4-pole shaded pull motor, if you were wondering. Then we come over to the Air King. We have our speed selector here. It starts off on high as well. And this one has a 1.8 amp PSC permanent split capacitor motor. So it is more efficient, but I don't know, I doubt it has as much power as this one still, because this thing is just a beast. But you can see the stator is pretty thick, which is nice, and it is a ball bearing motor. It is completely enclosed, so it doesn't get any dust in it. And yeah, this fan was made for commercial and industrial use. So again, it's got a completely sealed ball bearing motor. So that's pretty nice. And this fan is very solid for modern standards. Like, you're not gonna, it's very hard to get this to flex, unlike some other cheaper, crappier ones that are out there today. This is probably one of the best high velocity fans you can get. And I know that some people had problems with the blades being off balance, but that is not a problem with this one. It runs very smoothly. So the blade was off balance on this one because it was messed up. It must have suffered some damage, so I bent them back to where they were supposed to be. and runs perfectly smooth now, and it blows more air, so that's good. So I'll run the Air King first. Just another look at the blade pitch. And we'll start off on high. I have the kilowatt meter up here. I want to see what it draws going up to high. This fan has some serious power, that's for sure. Sounds like the bearings are making a little bit of noise, but that's not a big deal because ball bearings are really easy to replace. Let's go up to high again, just for the heck of it. Now these motors are rated at 1/6 horsepower. I don't know if I believe that though. And of course it is a 4-pole motor. And now we'll do the Lakewood. Here it is coming up to high. The bearings in these Westinghouse motors are really nice. They actually have a hole in the bearing that is exposed to the oil wick, so it actually gets oiled directly. I mean, all these sleeve bearing motors have porous bearings, so the oil soaks through anyway, but this actually has a hole on each bearing that allows the oil in. So that's pretty nice. So here we go. I'm just going to turn it on high again. Here we go. Alright, I will be comparing this fan to several other high velocity fans that I have, like some newer Lakewood Hv-18s and some patent fans that I have. More specifically, the patent U2-1887 and the patent U220 Industrial. This thing is a serious powerhouse and very solidly built. And that motor is just massive.